So we don't have to wait a minute? All right. Calling this meeting to order. Calling the Board of Adjustments April 28, 2015 meeting to order. My name is Brad Walker, Chairman. I am present, doing a roll call. Mr. Jim Cecil, not here. Vice Chairman, Mr. Devin Graham.
Here.
Mr. Aaron Lawler.
Here.
Mr. Mike Bro. Not here. Mr. Willie Robinson.
Here.
All right. At this time, I'd like to open up the floor to public comments. If you have something to or for or against the Board of Adjustments, please come forward. If you're here on a variance, we'll take a public comment period on each variance. All right. Nobody coming up? You got something for a variance or for the board? We'll call it at the variance. Okay. All right. Closing public comment period. All right, do I hear a motion to accept the minutes of the February 24th meeting?
Motion.
Okay, got a motion to approve the February 24th 2015 meeting minutes as written. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, do I hear a motion to accept the written decisions of the February 24th, 2015 meeting?
Motion.
And second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. All right, I'd like to start with public hearing, zoning review ID 2501.15 for Lot 1-A of the C.J. Burns Estate for A&T Robert Enterprises LLC, located on the east side of LA Highway 44, approximately 2,900 feet north of LA Highway 9041. Anybody here to represent that? Please sign in and tell us what the hardship is, please.
How y'all doing? I'm
Good.
Joel Robert. I just moved the office trailer onto the property, and on that same property, it's a tract of 20 acres. I'm in the permitting process for doing indoor and outdoor storage, climate control, like your mini warehouses. And I was going to do that first, but we just recently purchased the Albertsons in Gonzales, so I'm going to do that project first. So it's going to kind of push this other one back, which is why I moved that office trailer on the property, because it's going to be probably 2, maximum 3 years before I start the next one, so I wanted to get some income off the property. Now, since I moved the office trailer there, I have the handicap ramps, I have everything, the concrete parking, but the road to the concrete parking is gravel.
Okay.
And I was just looking for a variance to overlook that until, because it's temporary, it's just going to be for an office. And once we do the storage, then we'll eventually put all the concrete and put all that stuff, and the trailer will be moved.
Okay. On this type of variance, we normally do it temporary. What type of time frame are you looking for?
I'm looking maximum 3 years, hopefully around 2 years.
Okay. Any questions?
Yes, what type of traffic are you expecting on the gravel road during this period?
Very little. Well, right now, the water company has an acre on the property, and they'll have a truck or 2 trucks come back once every day or two. As far as the trailer itself, we're just looking at doing an office trailer, probably with 4 or 5 occupants, and I'm thinking it'll be like business hours, 8 to 5 or so. I don't actually have a tenant yet, but that's what I'm aiming for. That's the demographic I'm looking for.
Does the entrance have a concrete apron on the 44?
It does.
Okay. So gravel doesn't necessarily get on 44?
No, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? All right, have a seat. We're going to open up public comment period.
Thank you.
If anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward. All right, closing public comment period. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion.
All right.
I second the motion.
Are y'all putting a time frame on it?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Okay, because we have to state the time frame. All right, got a motion by Mr. Willie Robinson, second by Mr. Aaron, to approve the variance with the stipulation that the term would be 3 years. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passed with stipulation. Next zoning review ID 2502.15, tract 8A-1-A2 for Webb Estates for Neighbors Federal Credit Union, located northwest corner of Airline Highway and Commerce Center. Somebody here to represent that? Please come forward. Tell us your All right. Hardship?
I'm Sean McIntosh, civil engineer on this project. We are proposing to provide a site with 30 parking stalls in lieu of the 40 that's required by the section 172081 off-street parking. This falls within the 25% variance that we're hoping you will consider. This site has currently been approved by the Ascension Fire District 3 for circulation. I'm not sure, do you have a site plan in your package?
Yes.
So I can elaborate if you wish. The Vida Dialysis Center throughout the country, they're pretty established with what their expectations are with patients and what to expect with traffic volume. This particular building will have 16 care chairs, and of those, they only anticipate 5 of the 16 to drive. The others are dropped off either with family or else with an ambulance. And then on top of that, there'd be 5 staff members, so you're looking at 11 people at any given time, which is well below the 30 stalls we're proposing.
Is it connecting to Neighbors Federal Credit Union? At the, like the top of the page that we're looking at? I see it.
Well, they share that access road, but no, not necessarily. They'll be pulling onto the site prior to that, Neighbors Federal Credit Union.
Yeah, but could you access right there? Could you access that area or no?
So we're talking about like this little, this
Yeah,
section
by
right here,
airline.
like where this kind
that's-
of ends here and then kind of.
No, that's actually where the dumpster is.
Okay.
So the fire access, I'm not sure if that's relevant to you, but they would pull in and then they would head north to that dumpster. They would reverse into that southeast corner where that kind of turnaround area is, and they would turn out. The site was just constricting, couldn't get full circulation for both the operations with the semi-loading and, more importantly, the fire access.
Okay, so you're going in and coming back out the same entrance.
Correct.
And y'all only have 2 handicap or 4 handicap space?
We have 4. I believe only 2 are required for ADA requirements, but since this is the dialysis center, the client likes a couple extra.
On the canopy side, is an ambulance be able to go under the canopy or the ambulance will be out in the
They would-
area?
They would go under. I think
Any
they
questions?
frequently use those Medivan, the kind of the smaller, not your full-fledged ambulance, but kind of a medical transportation service.
Okay. Any other questions?
I have no questions.
All right, have a seat. We're going to open up public comment period. If anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward. State your name, sign in, please.
My name's Tommy Dwyron. I'm a senior vice president with Investor Bank. And first of all, I want to say we are not against this.
Okay.
It's going to sound like I am, but we welcome you to the neighborhood. We haven't met you. We're the bank across the street.
Okay.
We welcome them to the neighborhood. We welcome the growth, the progress in Ascension Parish, but we do think that there probably is a better way. We do think, you touched on it just now, in access to the neighboring property. We're a little bit concerned, and I heard I think your name was McIntosh, Mr. McIntosh, that there'll be 5 drivers, most come in ambulances. There are 30 parking spaces. We're a little bit concerned that what if he's missed that by just 10%? And there's 3 cars a day, and now we have people parking on Commerce Boulevard, in the field next door to our bank building, in our bank building, and not that that is a big concern to us. It's walking across 4 lanes of Commerce Center is what really concerns us. We've gone through a situation like this in Baton Rouge where someone did get killed. And we every day wish we had stood up and said something when we had a chance to stop the variance. We don't want to stop the variance. We just think there's a better way of a shared access and parking agreement with the neighboring property. I understand the dumpster is going there. I understand that's the plan. I just would like to see, could it maybe be tweaked a little bit and move over a tad bit here? I really can't speak for neighbors, and neighbors may say, wait, I don't need more people in my parking lot. If Mr. McIntosh's figures are correct, it will be inconsequential. Nobody will ever park in the parking lot, so the agreement will just be a document that's recorded. You know, so I'd like for y'all to consider maybe a shared agreement to protect public safety, basically, is what Investor Bank would like to say.
Okay.
Thanks.
Anyone else? All right. Come on back up. Let's. How long is an average dialysis session once a person's there?
They have 3 shifts a day, 4 hours per shift,
No, like if a visitor comes and stays there, how long dialysis takes?
4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, 3 shifts a day. So, again, we're talking about 11 chairs, or sorry, 11 vehicles at any given time, and we have 30 spaces, so
How many patients can y'all take?
16. So let's say that's the extreme case, 16 people drive, 5 staff, that's 21, and we have 30 stalls.
So even if double of that was waiting on a space, you'd still be about covering that at 32. Any other questions?
I mean, I know our variance is on the parking, but I do like the connectivity. I mean, that's one thing.
Well, there's
If it's possible.
connectivity.
No, I'm talking about,
Here, though.
yeah, no, I got you there. I'm talking about the dumpster, I think. I just think people are gonna try to go that way.
But
That's not what we're-
that's neighbor's dumpster, right? Or that's
No,
y'all
that's
dumpster?
theirs.
No, that's ours. There's
Well-
there's no way a vehicle could possibly go to neighbors through our site.
What would be shielding that dumpster from airline?
There's electrical equipment, but that would all be
Looks like an
masked with
enclosed dumpster
landscaping.
pad.
Yeah, it looks like they got a brick wall or
Yeah,
something.
I'm hoping.
I just didn't know if you could move the dumpster. I just think
I
connectivity
mean, one
is-
thing I do know, not to say anything about your business or not, but there's 2 other dialysis being built in Gonzales besides this one in Prairieville. So that makes a total of 3 in this area that we didn't have before. So. All right. Any other questions? Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion to approve the parking space. I mean, I know that's what we're asking about, so,
I mean, when we submit for,
I mean, I don't see
Dimensions.
where else, even if we didn't, where else he's gonna put it. I mean, they're pretty much utilizing the whole lot.
yeah, oh, yeah, no, I'm with you. I
The
just-
only thing they can do is get rid of the turn lane, but that still is only gonna get maybe 3, 4 parkings.
yeah, we went through several iterations of this. I mean, we can't add a curb cut on Commerce Center. We can't add one on Airline Highway.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we spent months developing the site plan.
It won't fit right behind that loading area. We got that loading lane at, you couldn't put it right there?
The dumpster?
Yeah.
I mean, we potentially could, but that wouldn't, if we're
I
talking
know,
about
that's, we're not
the
talking about
parking
parking. No, I'm
stalls.
talking about connect, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
No, I mean,
But too, it's different. You're not saying that you're connecting to a street. You're connecting to another
It's
business.
Yeah,
it's another business, yeah.
I
Just
know,
for
so it's not-
circulation.
It's a little different than connecting to a street.
Yeah.
And they're already connected. I mean, it's.
Yeah, there's already through traffic.
Yeah, they're already connected in the back here.
I mean, I'll move to approve the
Yeah.
25% reduction in parking requirements down to 30 spaces.
Is that as written?
Yeah,
I believe so. I didn't look at it.
I'll second it.
Yes, as written.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Devin? Okay, got a motion by Aaron, second by Devin to approve as written. All those in favor?
Aye.
thank you. Do I give this to someone?
Reduction is approved. Thank you. Next zoning review idea is 2,503.15 for lots 11 through 19 and lots 34 to 38 for the villas at Sagefield for Ascension Properties. Located on the west side of LA Highway 44, approximately 1,400 feet north of LA Highway 931 Germany Road. Hello.
My name is Chris Ingram with Ascension Properties. I'm asking for a variance on those lots from 17 and a half, I think, to 12 and a half foot building line. If you look at across the street from those lots 20 through 28, they had the same exact building line, 12 and a half feet. We're trying to get a bigger house. When we built all the rest of those houses in there from lots 20 to 33, the lot was roughly about 110 to 120 feet in depth. These lots are 72 feet in depth. So we need the extra 4 or 5 feet to make a big enough house to sell. We're not asking for different size of lot. We're not asking for any extra lots or deduct, just to move the house up a few feet.
So
Just
we're
like-
moving it up to the road closer?
The building line, our servitude there now is 12 feet. So we was asking to go another 6 inches off of that line, would make it 12 and a half feet, which is exactly what's across the street on lots 20 through 30, 20, 33.
Now, we're seeing a 12-foot utility servitude on
Right.
20 through 33. You're not going into that servitude.
No, we 6 inches off of that servitude with the back of those condos that's existing there now. Those particular buildings face the little lake, say 20 feet off the lake, but the rear of the building is what you're facing when you drive up. The rear is 12-foot servitude. But these houses would face the rear of those houses.
Right.
So I'm asking to do the same exact thing, which is 12 and a half feet. There's the same 12-foot servitude across the street. It's just the rear of the building, not the front of the building on lots 20 through 33.
And these are gonna be homes?
Single-family
Not
homes.
townhomes?
Not townhomes, single-family dwelling homes.
Is it going to change the size, the square footage of the homes?
Yes, to make it bigger.
Bigger, you say you wanna make them.
How much bigger are we talking about?
About 150 square feet.
Is that gonna be an extra bedroom?
Yes, that's why I need it. And it goes for
How many bedrooms will it go to?
3 instead of 2.
Are you sold out on lots 20 through
Yes.
33?
Yes,
Sell them, good,
every one of those sold.
good.
And we tried to build a smaller house on lots 1 through 7, a narrower house, taller house, and they're not selling. We sold 1 of 7. They're sitting there. We're gonna have to rent them because of the size. That's why I'm here to make it a bigger house.
Okay.
And that's just the parking in the front, right? That's not in front over here?
That's all parking that was already there, been there 8 years, yes.
But it's not public, it's not public at all or anything, huh?
It's private.
It's all private? So you don't have to worry about, okay, high speed or
The
anything?
homeowner association maintains the road and pays to maintain the road.
And the utilities, all the utilities, water,
All
that,
that's
all
been
everything's
there,
right
been
there?
there 8 years, everything's been sitting
Okay.
there, yes. So I'm not asking to move utilities or water, anything, lot size, just move the building up where I can gain another bedroom.
Yeah, I went through there today, I looked at it. So you're trying to build the same thing you built on the other side, right?
Yes,
I got you.
we built
On the,
13 of them, and we sold them all in 7, 8 months.
on the variance, we're looking at, okay, so we're looking at variance for lot 11 through 19, and then lots 34 through 38.
Uh-huh. All in one street, there's no houses on that street, there's nothing existing on that street. This is the only lots that's left in the whole development.
Do you have different numbers than we do on the plot plan? Because the one
There's
I'm
two
looking at
different
now,
maps, there's 2 different maps. Investor Bank had taken back some lots there, 34
like
to
we
30.
got this one. Are we correlating the numbers with this one?
Right, it's gonna be lots 12, 13, and 14. Investor came in and those are the lots that are,
Yes, that's correct.
12, 13, 14, is that correct?
That's the one we're doing a variance on?
and all those other lots also.
Oh, so
11
you
through
do it. I got
19.
you.
And which little lot? On this map, like what numbers you looking at on this map?
11 through
11 through 19?
Which is going to be
13 to 14.
Okay, so that row will be 11 through 19, then 14, 13, 12.
Okay, see, I
Yeah,
thought he
so
put them
pretty
in
much
those.
on
So this whole row right here.
I think he's doing those two.
Okay.
Those already built.
Yeah.
Those already built.
No,
And I assume you understand the lot numbers on this variance,
Go to this map.
since it's not correlating with this?
There's a final map that shows that. The final map, but not the final map. There's another map that shows that just what Chris stated, that Investor.
Investor owned lots 12, 13, and 14, and they came in and re-subdivided themselves,
Okay.
and they turned around and sold them to me, because they didn't have anybody else to buy them. So
Okay.
I bought them, and now I'm trying to put all the houses in a straight line and make them 3-bedroom houses instead of 2-bedroom houses.
But see, I like what Investor redivided the lots to make them larger, correct? Is it? No?
They,
Okay.
I think we did a variance to get them this tight together, right, before?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Chris came in first, and then after Investor came in, and they made the request.
Okay. What's the lots with First Community Bank on the map? That's a bunch of little squares here that don't match up with the rest. On the next map, that one.
Yeah, that's 12. See how you do it?
Yeah, I knew that, but I was, Okay.
Those just look wider.
yeah,
Yeah.
12, 13, and 14 now consist of 34, 35, 36, 37,
See
38.
how you go? Excellent. Go back to the other page.
yeah, I've seen that, but like it's got First Community Bank and they got some little squares that usually mean property line.
Right, that was condo, and they sectioned those out as condos, like you see in the
Okay,
Across the street, yeah.
okay.
That's why I had asked them, was it gonna be condos?
Any other questions?
I guess my concern is just, it's adding more and more people to a smaller and smaller area. When this property was initially going to be developed, we knew how big it was. We knew what the lot sizes were gonna be. We could have solved this by making a fewer lots. I mean, it still can be solved by widening the lots and putting bigger houses on them.
I'm not asking to widen the lots. We've already deducted 18 or 20 lots less than what originally was planned. What was originally planned was 116 condominiums. Today, there's 44 condos and 38 houses. So 44 and 38 is what? Whatever that is,
Around
82?
82.
Okay, so 82 from 116, it deducted 34 lots.
No, I understand that, but it's still just adding more and more people, more and more traffic, you know.
It's deducting 34 houses, sir, so it can't be adding.
But that's already done. Now we're adding another bedroom, which means more people, more houses, more students,
Well,
more
it was
traffic.
It was approved for 116, so if we 34 houses less, I don't think one more bedroom time a couple of houses is gonna be the same amount. We still way under what it was originally planned for. 34 more houses with 3 bedrooms could have put 34 times 2 cars per family. That would have put 78 cars.
Mr. Chris, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How long you been working on this development?
8 years. Because it cut out the condo financing, that's why it's been sitting there. That's why I'm requesting these things.
So after this,
I'm trying to
the
finish.
subdivision will be over with?
I'm trying to finish.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I'm trying to finish.
Okay, okay.
I mean, I do like that, the idea of getting rid of condos.
Right, right.
Shouldn't say it like
It'll
that.
be my last condo development. That's that.
So this would be a third variance, so, you know, I guess that, you know, third's the charm, so no more after 3.
That's
And
all right.
there's no more lots, so that would
But I
be
mean,
it.
it's gonna look like the ones on 33. I don't know if you rode by there. They look pretty good. I mean, it's not.
Any other questions? All right, have a seat. We'll open up public comment period. Anybody has anything for or against this variance, please come forward. All right, closing public comment period. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion to approve
All right, as written.
as written.
I'll second it.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion passes. All right, do we have any old business? Did we announce or publish the extra 2 seats we have available? Okay, that's the only old business I've written down. Okay. Any new business?
No, sir.
All right, motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right,
I'll
second? Devin? Motion by Mr. Aaron, second by Ms. Devon to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.